Alrighty, guys, so we officially had a red day in the stock market today. Officially, we had the S&P 500 close down 0.7%. It was a rough day for the small caps. The Russell went down 1.6, as the NASDAQ 100 went down 1.2, and the Dow Jones held up the best, but it still went down 0.5%. So in this video, we have to break down the market, stocks, charts, earnings, all that good stuff. You guys know the deal, so sit back, relax, hit that like button, and make sure to subscribe if you guys find value. Get your 10 stocks from Moomoo as well, and your 12 stocks from Webull. All those are linked down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. Let's dive into the video. So, red day overall on the day today. And if you guys remember, we had a big rip right after the Fed minutes came out, right? And a lot of that momentum started building up a little bit before. If you guys take a look here on the intraday chart, right around 11:50 a.m., 12:01, then the minutes came out at 2 roughly, right? And the markets ended up going ballistic. And then we pulled back from about 2:40 p.m. all throughout power hour until the close. So this SPY pulled back from about $429.50 to about $426. So it did, cool off 0.6% heading into the close. And we had triple Q in the same time period. Let's see here, guys. Let's see. It probably sold off even more, right? It went from 331.50 to about 328.50 at close. Yeah, it sold off about 0.8% in the last hour and a half. So at this point, guys, it's a waiting game, honestly. If I pull up the 10-day chart, and one thing that's a little alarming, look at this. On the 10-day chart on triple Q, we have a bearish divergence. Do you guys see this? Right? Bearish divergence. RSI has been getting weak, lower lows, lower highs, as this ETF has been making higher highs, higher lows, right? Bearish divergence on the 10-day here, and on SPY, you guys see the same exact thing. If I pull up SPY, here we go, bearish divergence, and stock has been going up. RSI has been going down. So I'm noticing that on the 10-day chart, which is something that we have to keep an eye on. And obviously, if I pull up, well, maybe not obvious to you, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right. And if you guys see it here, you can clearly see it as well. If we look at this time frame, and let me clear the drawing set very quickly. Bear with me here, guys. If I get the circle tool out, we hit 431 yesterday. We hit a fresh high. If this wants to work, come on. There we go. And today we put another high in, potentially at 429. And on that same note, we made one low at about 424.60, and then we close at another low. So in other words, we are in a wedge right now. If I show you guys this on the maybe on the intraday, it'll show it. Let's try that. No, let's go back to that 5-day. 5-day will show this. If I now clear the drawing set, we can see this wedge, right? Boom. So that's why I'm saying time will tell, because we have to see what direction this picks. Do we end up taking the highs out from today, starting to go to the highs from yesterday, either tomorrow or Friday, one of these days coming up, or do we end up dumping and taking the lows out from today and a couple of days ago and start moving in the lower 420s? Time will tell. And I think there is a wedge on triple Q as well. Let me double check it though. Yeah, there is. Look at that. If I show you this, boom, and then if I pull back on the 10-day chart, guys, or a 5-day 15-minute, let's try a 10-day. Yeah, look at the 10-day. This is a wedge, right? If it wants to work, come on. There we go. Clear as day. There we go, guys. Wedge. So, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments about that. Do you think we're going to break to the upside or downside? Today was a bloody day. Look at all the red stocks on my watch list. I think there was only 5 or 6 green stocks on my watch list today, guys. We had Foot Locker, which barely went green, Merck, Lowe's, XLE, which is an energy ETF. Apple somehow, some way went up today. And actually, fun fact, I trimmed Apple today. Breaking news. Well, I posted it in my Patreon earlier, but for YouTube, it's breaking news. I trimmed a little bit of Apple, so I went ahead and decided to do that. And funny enough, it went up even more after I did that, guys. Look at this. Apple closed at 174.55. It got to 176 at one point. I think I trimmed it in the high 173s, which I'm all right with, because I still own a majority of my position. Like I said when I went on it was a tangent a couple of videos ago. I mentioned this, talked about it. I don't want to trim or sell my entire position, but when I think a stock is a little lofty, overvalued, and it's a long-term hold, I never just sell it completely. I trim a little bit. That's what I've been doing. So I'm trimming a little bit, and then if it gets undervalued again one day, I'll add more. But I'm never going to sell completely out of Apple unless the fundamentals completely change, which I don't see happening anytime soon. So let me know your thoughts, guys, down below in the comments, and let's quickly go over to Webull and see what's going on for crypto, or in crypto right now. We can see Ethereum is at 1850 when I'm filming this video, guys. Let me actually hop over here to Safari. Give me a second, guys. Boom. There we go. Ethereum is down 1.4%, 1850 like I said. And look at this. Clear resistance at 2000 like we mentioned, and as of now, it is pulling back to just simply test this drawing line. Do you guys see that? That's where it's pulling back right now. And to be honest, it's testing it right now. And that actually, funny enough, that is where the support also happens to be back in, when was this? The middle of May, heading into the middle of June. So at this point, Ethereum, 1750, 1800, that's a big level of support. So if buyers do not come in here and this starts falling under 1700 into the 16s, watch out below. I mean, that's not going to be good. But I have a feeling we might get some buyers here. I could be wrong, though. We shall see. Let's pull up Bitcoin. Bitcoin has just been so boring. I mean, we've covered Bitcoin pretty much every day on the channel here throughout the week at least. Maybe not on the weekends, but throughout the week. And I feel like it's been stuck between 23, 24, 22.5. Like, what the heck, Bitcoin? What are you doing? I mean, in the past roughly almost month at this point, crazy. It's been trading, like I said, 22,000, 24,000, and now it's at 23.4. I mean, it's down 2% on the day, down $500 when I'm filming this video, and clearly we're getting rejected at 25.2, 25.5, 26,000. That's a sticking point in the short term for Bitcoin. So in the short term, you got to watch 26,000, 25.5, and on Ethereum, 1850, roughly 1800 on the downside. Those are some key levels. So what do you guys think about Bitcoin, Ethereum? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want 12 free stocks from Webull, this platform right here, use that link down below, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get those free. Actually, it's actually any amount of money. You got to deposit $100 on Moomoo to get the 10 stocks for Moomoo, but for Webull, any amount of money, you get those 12 stocks. Again, all those are linked right down below. So let's go back over here to ThinkOrSwim and see what's going on with some stocks. Today we had TJX report in the morning, I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, they were in the morning. Let's see. TJX. Boom. This stock went up 3% on the day. Let me see. Do I have any water in here? Nope. Any coffee left? There we go, guys. TJX, 3% green day. And let me see. Let me refresh myself on what they ended up doing today. Let's see here. Come on. Where are you? Where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. 69 cents. There we go. 69 cents EPS, down from the 79 cents year over year. Sales missed $11.8 billion versus $12.08 billion estimated. So I'm not sure what the EPS estimate was, but it shrunk year over year, which, I mean, I guess that's not good, right? Depending on what company you're looking at. Well, I mean, it depends on the strategy. You got to look deeper into the company. I mean, I don't know what they're doing internally, but they are, EPS down year over year. Let's see. It looks like they're losing here on same-store sales. Q3 comparable sales down 3 to 5%. They cut their full year 23 view to EPS 287, 295, yada, yada, yada. Cuts full year 23 adjusted EPS guidance. So they're cutting guidance. They're cutting. Look at that. Cutting U.S. comparable store sales. Cutting full year adjusted EPS guidance. I mean, what is going on? Home goods, same store sales down 13%. FactSet down 7.3%. I didn't see this earlier. Maybe I missed it because of the either way. Yeah, that's weird. So they're cutting. Guidance is not good. They're down on the year or year over year on EPS. They've missed on revenue, and the stock's up 3%. I mean, that explains it. I mean, that's where we are right now, guys. That's hilarious. So at this point, inverse head and shoulder played out. We talked about it. Now we're breaking $68. That's great. It looks like we're filling the gap up to $72. And if that were to break 75, dare I say 77, that could be right around the corner for TJX. So let me get a little more of this, guys. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button if you are finding value. Sheesh, I can't even talk today, guys. TJX. So keep your eyes on it. Cisco, after the bell today, reported. Let's pull that one up. Cisco is up. Oh, look at that. It is up about $2 after the bell. It closed at 46. Now it's above 48, almost at $49 a share. So let's see here what they did. 83 cents EPS versus 82 cents estimated. Revenue of $13.1 billion versus $12.73 billion estimated. So double beat for Cisco. And did they do anything or post anything on guidance? They guide Q1 EPS 82 to 84 cents versus the 84-cent estimate. Revenue growth 2 to 4%. All right. Full year 23 EPS 349 to 356 versus 354 estimate. That's good. Revenue growth at 46% year over year. Not too shabby. So this is ripping out. And it looks like we are breaking out of that $48 alert that I've set from probably a couple of days ago, a couple of videos ago. So look at this, guys. We're clearly above the moving averages. We have a golden cross, and looks like Cisco's moving out of this trend line as well. Do you guys remember I drew this out, and I have a couple of alerts, 48, like I said, 55's next, 58, 25. So these are some key levels. Now that we are breaking this trend line, if we break out of here, look at this right here, guys, $50, $51, that was the high from middle of May. That might be where we go next. If we break out of there, 55, then $58 on Cisco. That's what I'm watching. So pretty good, I guess, guidance. They're reaffirming guidance. Not too shabby there, guys. And Costco also, well, they didn't report, but they also had a green day, right? They're also doing pretty well right now. Costco went up 0.6% on the day. And right now, the reason why I'm covering it is we are getting awfully close to a big resistance that I drew out a couple of weeks ago, or an alert rather, which is at 565. You guys can see, again, green day today, we took out the highs from the beginning of this month, being about 550, 551. Now we're trading at what? 556. We closed a little over 556 on the day. So I think Costco's going to 565 in the short term. And the reason why I have that alert is if I just erase the alert and draw out a trend line, you guys can see a couple of months ago, where were we at back in the end of 2021? We were at 565, 570 roughly. So that is the next target here. If that were to break, the ascending triangle that clearly is here. You guys see that? This ascending triangle will play out, right? And probably from there, 605, 610, 615. Even though I think Costco, it's on that list of stocks that's overvalued to me. I'd love to own Costco one day, but the price is too much. Even though I think it's overvalued from a long-term perspective, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to trade it. I think, yeah, it's overvalued, but I'm still going to consider trading it. That's the way I'm looking at it, right? If it breaks 575, we might be able to get that move, right? Or even here, from 555 to 565.70. So Costco, got to watch it. ROST is another one. They report tomorrow. This is Ross Stores. They went up on the day barely, but they did ink a green day up 0.2%. So they report in the morning, I believe, right? Let me double check that for you guys. Yeah, tomorrow. Actually, no. Aftermarket. Wow, aftermarket. I thought they'd be in the morning. I'm wrong. Aftermarket. And look at this. The stock's pretty overbought. We are above the moving averages, though. We are breaking out, but we are overbought according to the RSI. So if this company disappoints, it's probably going to come down. I would not be surprised if we do see a bit of a retracement, $86, $88, roughly around that point. But if they blow earnings out, maybe we don't even pull back. Maybe this thing just rips straight up to the next gap, which is right around $99, $100. Maybe it breaks that and goes to 110. But I think what's more realistic is numbers are going to come out. They're not going to blow anybody's pants off, right? blow anybody's socks off or whatever you want to use there. And the stock's going to cool off a little bit. We're going to come to 88, 87. It might cool off there, right? Dust settles, and then it might make another move. It might bounce off the moving averages, make another move. So ROST, Ross Stores, watch it tomorrow, 100%. And another one is IBM. Let's pull it up. IBM went up on the day 0.9%. Look at that. Very good day for IBM. And with today's green day, and I think yesterday, this whole week, honestly, with this nice move, we are now above the moving averages yet again for the first time since it seems like the last earnings report. Last time they reported when was that? About a month ago, they tanked, and it took about a month for them to recover. They recovered the loss, 8-9% green from over the past 2-3 weeks, more like 3-4 weeks actually for IBM. So it's recovering nicely, and now it seems like if I erase this alert, what do we have going on here? This is a large, I'd say it's either it's kind of a wedge actually. I was going to say a triangle, but it looks like more of a wedge. You guys see that? We are now at a big resistance right now. We are. And mind you, we're overbought heading into the resistance, which is not a good spot to be in, but we're going to see. We're going to see what happens. If IBM starts getting above 140, starts cracking mid-140s, we might start getting a lot of momentum from there, which is why I'm watching it. And mind you, it's up a ton in the past couple of weeks. It broke the 50 moving average, 180, so it might continue. That's kind of what I'm waiting for here. So I'm going to just set my alert in the meantime. Maybe not at 145, but I'll put it at $140 a share, and we'll see what it does from there. So with that being said, guys, I'm probably going to wrap the video up. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to subscribe and check out my Patreon, link down below. And do not forget to get your 10 stocks from Moomoo with a $100 deposit and your 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All those free stocks are linked down below. And with that being said, cheers. I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Peace out.